This morning's gospel lesson refers to the calling of four of Jesus' disciples, and it is clearly in three sections. Jesus asked them, "What do you want?" And secondly, they ask, "Where are you staying?" And then he says, "Come and see." The first two are questions that we might very well ask or be asked. The would-be disciples were following Jesus, and he turned to them asking, "What do you want?" Basically, in plainer English, what do you seek? What do you want? That's a good question that each of us should ponder. What do you want? What is it that you're expecting from Jesus? This is not the only place that you can find in the gospel where Jesus asks this question of those who come to him. A blind man comes to Jesus and he says, "What is it that you want?" And the man cries out in desperation, "I want to see." And we come to uh, follow for different reasons, from different backgrounds, with different needs, with differing degrees of commitment, with different gifts to offer. What is it that we want? What do we seek from this Messiah that we follow? We want someone with whom to identify, perhaps we have a cause. Do we have a comfortable pew on which to sit, a place to sit still? Perhaps you are in need of healing. Perhaps you want to see, so to speak. Is it a hiding place that you seek? Are you looking for a personal relationship? Are you hoping for good moral teaching for your children and grandchildren? Are you looking for a place of welcome, perhaps for friendship and compassion? Are you seeking out and hungering for a community filled with love and a people who are ingrained in the wider community, lovingly giving of itself to others? What do you seek? For some of us, we may not even know the answer to that question. Our needs are vague and ambiguous, even to us. But we do know that there is something higher, somewhere, somehow, that we want, that we can't describe what it is. A higher ground on which to live, a higher power to govern our behavior, perhaps. Andrew and the other would-be disciples answered Jesus' question with another question: "Where are you staying?" Now, we might think that they were avoiding this question, the "what do you want" question. But I think this was their answer to the question. What do you want? We're seeking to know where you dwell. We want to know who you are, where you stay, more about you. And this isn't just about curiosity. We want to know you. Fundamentally, knowing where someone stays is knowing quite a bit about that person. It answers a lot of questions about who they are, at least the roots of their family, perhaps what they stand for and what their interests are. I want to know where Jesus is staying today. Where is Jesus staying today? What is the truth about him? Is it Jesus who is sitting on the steps of the Capitol building, insisting on the rights of homeless people, or staying there for a vigil, speaking for all the people who have no choice? Is it Jesus breaking into the Capitol building? Is it Jesus standing and marching down the street with candles to be the voice of the people against racism, against violence? Or is Jesus here today in the midst of the internet, or kneeling by his chair and praying for people in the Middle East and on Main Street of America? Maybe he's down at the mission, serving a free meal or eating with those who need that meal. Perhaps it is he who sits still in front of the TV, wanting to see what atrocity happens next. and weeping. Where is Jesus staying? We want to know, what positions does he take? Will we find him in any of those places? In which place or places would the Prince of Peace dwell? If we're just interested in knowing the answers, we can simply stay by our nets, or in our case, on the internet, or stay with our old teachers, like I'm sure many did with John the Baptist. Or we can do as Jesus beckons us and come and see. Come and see Jesus. Follow his path, follow his footsteps, and you will see. Follow Jesus to the place where he lived and worked and played and preached and healed the sick. See as he reads scriptures and interprets in the light of his culture and his time. Watch as he refuses to comply with unjust rules and laws. Hear him quarrel with the legalists. See him commune with outcasts and irreputables. See what kind of person he was as he blessed the little children. Listen to his words. Blessed are the peacemakers. Here again, I come not to bring peace, but division. Watch as violent demons are cast out and the sick are made well. See that the hungry get fed and fishers find plenty of fish to feed them. Come and see that he forgives sin and asks God's forgiveness for his very own tormentors. If you come and see, you will learn what kind of person, sorry, my cat's involved here. Okay. If you come and see, you will learn what kind of person it is who can preach peace and live out his own words, even die out his own belief in peace. Yes, come and see, because words can't describe. Where he is staying is a mystery unless you join him in the struggle of life, unless you follow where he goes, and you can't experience a mystery without entering into it. You see, words can't describe the mystery, which is God's being, which is the lived out and living word. You have to come and see for yourself where Jesus dwells, where you will find him, is indeed a mystery unless you enter into the journey with him. Walk along, find his path, make a path, find where he stays through direct experience. You can't experience the mystery through the eyes of others. You must enter into the mystery yourself in order to know him. Come share the community of believers and come and be a part of the support community of Jesus, where the fears and the anxieties about the world's woes are shared and where we experience firsthand the loving, peace-filled presence and the loving nature of this Messiah. And we know what it means to live in community with all neighbors. Come and you'll see. But along with coming to see, there will also be go and tell. Nobody had to tell Andrew to go and tell. It's a natural aftermath of come and see. He went to find his brother to tell him what he had seen. Later on, Nathanael did the same. It is a natural thing to do as the song says, to want to pass it on.